Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome to another Life in the Verse episode, a little Let's Play. About an hour of gameplay showing off some stuff going on in Nyx in 4.9. I haven't ran this combo in a little bit, so we're loading the Talon up onto the Ironclad. I love the way this ship works. It's so cool. So we're over at Lambda. If I do set home in Nyx, this is my station. The closest of the outskirt stations to Pyro Gateway, because I like being in Pyro a lot too. It's also in the Kiger Belt, which is really great for mining and just kind of being in the Outer Rim, living that belter life. Alright, let's go ahead and tuck the wings in. And see just how far in here we can tuck her in. Because I want to make sure we're going to be able to utilize our pads. Because she's bigger than you think. Yeah, look at that. So we should be able to rearm and refuel from right here once we load up. We actually gotta go to a gateway to grab that material. Yeah, no service required. It's not showing it up right now. We'll mess with that later. I've also brought a spare set of weapons for the Talon. That way we can punch up if we need to. We got some deadbolt for her. She's currently rocking the 84B Gatlings. And then we got some extra Dominator missiles for the Talon. I love the new racking system. It feels really cool to have these stored on the ship now. It's a nod back to my ordnance days in the Navy, except, you know, we just had roll around racks that we would stack stuff on that looks a little bit more primitive than these cool crates. That's a nice aesthetic, CIG. You did a good job with this. I like this. I do wish we had, like, some type of a crate system for our guns, too. Maybe at some point we'll get that. Alright, just getting some ammo dropped off in the armory. We've got this thing pretty well stocked. Med guns, sidearms, primaries. It's looking good. Now let's stash all these goodies. Oh, we just got to make a pit stop over, likely at Pyro Gateway, to get some materials to be able to repair, rearm, refuel, all that jazz. Shouldn't have to get too much, which is good because I don't have too much money right now. And then we'll get to the fun. Well, the mission fun. These areas in Nyx always give me the most expanse feeling when it comes to living in the verse, the belter stuff, which is why this is where I want my home to be. I just, I don't know. I think I need a bit more incentive to live out here. Pyro still meets all my needs a little bit better, but this feels like home. Nyx just, it feels right. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that. Whoa, that's different. I don't know if this is supposed to be the case, but we can see all the breaker stations. So definitely checked and saw, actually in the patch notes, it does say it's a known issue right now. That you can see the breaker station locations and travel to them at any time. That's not supposed to be like that, so that will not be making it to live. But that is kind of funny. That's a little bit of an uh-oh there. Alright, we're at Pyro Station. Let's go ahead and get our ship materials. We are at 20, it looks like. Your location, external freight, 20. Perfect. Now we only need size 4 ammo. Do a little test and see how long a 2 SCU box lasts. Oh, and it's doing that bug again where I can't select anything else. What if I choose Deadwake? Aha! Okay, so some quantum fuel probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I probably won't be using a whole lot of that either. So we'll use a 4? Wait, oh, it won't let me because of that. Okay. Alright, so I actually found 2 different issue consoles reporting on this. So I contributed to the original and the new one because the original is from like January. So I'm going to have to do this the long way. Alright, we've got our supplies, enough to function out at sea, so to speak. Let's take a look at our missions and, okay. So it's not priority anymore. It's just Battaglia. So that's new with the latest update. And we've got data retrieval, which is what I want. Sweet. 174 kilometers out, and we can quantum to it with the Talon, so this is a good spot to hold off. And we know we were coming from the direction of Pyro Gateway, so we know what direction to point when we leave the data center. Definitely gonna need to find ourselves some food and drink when we get inside. Go ahead and take us out of VTOL. And we are ready to rock. Alright, this puts us right on top of the data center. Usually pop in on this one about 30 kilometers out. And these are places where you'll have player crossovers. This is something to be careful of when it goes live with a lot more people around. These stations might become a little bit of a war zone. As we get close here, I'm going to start looking for active player ships. Or what may be active player ships. Alright, this center seems to be empty. Park the Talon back here, a little out of the way. Right here, she'll pretty much be invisible if somebody comes up. Hurry up, get inside, get this done. There'll definitely be some sustenance in there for us. If you're wondering why I haven't just gotten some food or drink from one of the stations, that's just personal preference. I like to loot stuff, survive out in the wild. There's nothing wrong with grabbing some crew smoothies, doing whatever you think makes sense. I like to see if I can survive on what's out in the verse. And sometimes it does bite me in the ass. First off, I am shy on some medical supplies, so let's check this right away. There we go. Let's take all of that. There's so many loot boxes in here with tons of goodies, like all this ammo. Alright, we usually have a collection of NPCs out here. Oh, these guys are already positioned. Ooh, that's a good hit. Should just be the two guys that are down to the edge. Oh, there's this dude. Definitely some extra sounds. They've had a second to position. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have the medical gel yet. Or the refill. That's what I need to get. Let's get reloaded. I need to put 2 hits in him quickly. There we go, because he's got a sniper. This dude I just popped down here usually has a scalpel sniper on him. This guy's typically rocking a custodian. There we go, he's down. Alright, let's check our loot source up here. Got a couple of the crates inside here. There's a gun locker over there. Or, well, gun rack. Not really a locker, because it's open. Let's see. Nothing really meaningful in there. What's this? Marshall sleeveless vest and a hat. I'll take those. Nice. Alright, here's our dude usually rocking the custodian. Oh, he's got a ripper today. Take that grenade. Here is the first of the CQ7 gun lockers. Ah, here we go. Does it have... Nope, still no refill tool. But at least we've got a full set of med pens. It's better than nothing. Alright, here's our other rack. Sometimes the NPCs can actually end up coming through this door, so you want to be careful when you're looting. And there we go, we got some food. And we got some ammo. And some pants. 600i flight jacket. That's pretty cool. And we got another infantry CQ7. I'm going to take the ammo. I mean, now you can buy it, so this isn't your only way to get the ammo anymore. It used to be that you had to loot these missions to get consistent 12 mags per mission. And that is, in fact, what I did for like the first 2 weeks of the PTU. I've got you covered. Damn it, this guy's like hiding behind that box too well. Alright, there we go. We got them all. Okay, so the mission progress is through here. Oh, interesting.
Moving up. Advancing. Be careful, I lost him. Not a problem.
Alright, he is down. So this is where we grab our data drive and download it, and then we got to take it back to Levki. We've got a standard CQ7 here. Non-painted variant, which, with the way I've been running, is actually the more rare one to see. They are not happy. Alright, let's grab this. I don't think it's fixed or you can pull it from your backpack yet. Nope, it's not. So you do have to go into your inventory, drag and drop it out. And then place it in. There we go, let that download. I will check these loot crates while we're at it. Hey, that's what I wanted. Refill. And what is this? We got some milk. Yay. Oh, hey. Quantanium water bottles. Oh, I haven't seen those here. Oh, we got some snacks. We got some more ammo. I think I already got that hat, so I don't really need that. But good stuff. All right, let's grab this. And while we're at it, might as well go ahead and take in some sustenance here. Drink some Quantanium. Not really. It's water, but it looks like Quantanium. It's hilarious. There we go. Oh, that lovely hydration. We can eat while we're at it, too. Actually, let's see. How well does the milk hydrate? Oh, some visual bugs going on there. Oh, it has an effect on our metabolism. That I should have read before we drank it. It's either hyper or hypo-metabolic, or maybe it's energizing. Hyper-metabolic. Damn it, we're going to get hungrier faster now. Well, we'll go ahead and eat some BOGO, hot and sweet. Croshaw signature meat and seafood stew is now available in Empire. Oh, man, a seafood stew in a can like this? I hope it's like some good tuna. That looks pretty good, actually. I feel like it would probably smell terrible, but who knows? Might be the best thing we can eat out here in Nix. Here's my hodgepodge armor setup. We got the Razer Inquisitor core, some Xenothreat arms, Spitfire Morzov pants, and the brassy Deadhead. Oh, the GCD backpack. Speaking of armors, let's see what this big loot crate back here has. This is one of two big loot crates for armor that you can find at the Marine Data Centers. All the way back here to the left. Usually has some good stuff in it, like another brassy Deadhead and terracotta legs and spite arms. Icefall legs. Okay. I don't really think I need any of these. So we'll move on from that. Maybe somebody else will want that loot. I don't loot just for the sake of loot. I usually just take what I want or what I need. I'll leave the rest for other players. Oh yeah, there are going to be some guys in here. Woo. Uh-oh. This guy typically does come out of this room, but he might chill. Yep, there he goes. Oh. Jeez, the range on that guy is insane.
I'll cover you. I got you covered. Go, go, I got your back.
Got one hit. Alright, here we go, he's down. I need to take the time now to put that frickin' medical refill into my multi-tool so I don't get caught off guard and not able to heal. This is the Bloodline multi-tool, by the way. It's one of my favorites. This thing is so cool. There we go. I usually use the Bloodline, name kind of pun intended, for my healing multi-tool. Well, there's two, or actually three, really good loot crates down there. We have another rack up here with another infantry CQ7. No shortage of those, apparently. And generally, if you know what you're doing, you don't run in blind and, you know, get murked by NPCs that are waiting for you. These missions really aren't all that hard. You usually have about 12 NPCs overall, roughly. I could be off by one or two, but that's about the amount. Stash that up. Refill. Cool. All right. Yeah, all of our guns should be set. Actually, let's go ahead and reload, repull. And then, yeah, our S38 is fine. We are completely scorched out on the S38. Well, okay, not completely. The Scorched S38, Scorched RDS, but a standard suppressor and no underbarrel on it. But it's been fun, man. So much good loot, so much good loot. All right, what do we got here? We've got another Star Kitten variant head. What is this? Inquisitor arms, Igniter, Hunter camo DCP arms. I have been collecting the DCP stuff because I really want to finish the blue Indub Digicamo set, because that is, oh my god, I'll rock the hell out of that once it's finished. But we are all done here. Now we just got to run back to Levki and actually drop this off. Oh wait, no we're not. I missed 3 awesome loot crates. We do not want to miss that. So this is like the one spot too that you can vault over. So we got this one here, and the guys don't in particular seem to really drop anything all that important. Oh, here we go. Wow, a full SRT rifle. Food and drink, some ammo, some water. Love it. All right, we might not have room for what's in this other one, but we'll see. We'll move things around as needed. So, is that a pristine? Oh my god. Tavaran War pristine metal. You can get a lot of pristine Wicklow-related stuff here. That's a dope jacket. Parvat jacket, autumn amber. Ooh, snaggle sticks. And what is this? We got a noxious shotgun and we got some extra ammo. Is that triple down? Yeah, we got triple down on board, so we'll take that. Cool. And that is it, guys. Let's get back to the Talon and then get back to Christine and we'll go turn this in. Now these stations, if you didn't notice, they pretty much mimic the people service stations out in Nix that you can actually set your home at. I usually set mine up at Lambda. So if you're familiar with those stations, you'll be familiar with how these are laid out. You also do have these smaller loot crates that are all kind of scattered around. They pop up pretty consistently. Damaged metal. Take some more MREs. Well, there's a lot of loot to be had here. There's usually another box over here. We got some more snacks and some detox, which is always good. And then over by the other gun locker down this way, there's typically a loot box up there. That's pretty much it. And also remember, you can always end up bumping into another player, so it's good to be ready. Somebody could pop in at any minute. And it doesn't mean they'll necessarily be hostile, but when you got all this good loot, the way I look at it, better them than me. On that note, the one armistice zone is the elevator, and you cannot take damage in here. Whether they shoot you from outside, throw a grenade in, it does not matter. You are safe. So if you've got somebody that is at the station and you're kind of stuck, you can just sit in the elevator. You can wait them out. You can maybe just stay in the elevator as they ride down to get out and go do their mission. If you want to, play it safe, which gives you time to go back up, get to your ship, and get the hell out of Dodge. So yeah, that elevator, you're totally safe in there. Did that tests with Angie Frog. He threw a grenade at me. I shot him. The hit markers show up, but you don't take damage. So that's huge. If you really want to take the passive, non-violent route. All right, and wow, I don't know if I can trust that this would be a thing that would stick around, but Christine's location actually stuck. She's actually showing up in the right spot, so I should just be able to quantum back to her. Just got to zoom in far enough to see it separate. Tap R on the keyboard to toggle, and then we should have calibration. Yeah, buddy. All right, home sweet home. VTOL toggle, landing gear out. Let's get in here. Kind of want to see, too, if I can make it trigger a landing services notification as I come up here. I'm just going to come in as far forward as I can, reasonably, and drop down. Let's see what it says. Yeah, cool. So we are in an area where we can get the resources. Both of our legs are touching the landing pads, which is probably what does it, because we're kind of in the middle. I've seen that in some other videos. So cool. Cool. If we needed to, we could refill quantum here. Ammo here, all that jazz. I do think for the sake of being able to punch up, I'm going to go ahead and do a weapon swap on the Talon. That's mostly just for future encounters, so let's go ahead and pull these off. I'm going to set them down right here. And yeah, just in case anybody is psycho enough to suggest this, you absolutely could run a Deadbolt 80 combo on the Talon if you don't get totally driven crazy by the asymmetry of the two weapons on the ship. I very much would. I could not do that, personally. But more power to you. Well, where is our attachment point? It's right there. Just being stubborn. Yep, that's our attachment point. It's this right here. You're looking at the little, the circle where it says rotating is your attachment point. I just gotta move it back far enough. There it is. Yeah. Jeez, dude. Quit bouncing around like a madman. Oh, it just wasn't showing the preview. Okay. Weird. So, we're all hooked up. Awesome. I'll just make sure to lock ports when I take off, but now we can actually punch up with the Deadbolt 4s. Won't be able to do any component penetration, but it doesn't matter if you can't penetrate the armor to begin with. I'm going to go ahead and get us into quantum, and then I can, spread out and store all of the loot we got in its respective areas. It's truly been a genuinely fun experience in 4.9 with the Ironclad and all. As far as the Ironclad goes, I can't think of a single issue that I've had. We've had some weirdness when multi-crewing this thing where the weapons wouldn't really rearm or reload when you would restock them properly, so that's probably the only thing that was a little off. But from a solo perspective, flying this thing around the way I have as a home base, this thing has been incredible. Granted, like a lot of you guys probably know by now, I don't fly with a command module, so I don't have the ability to experience the problems the command module brings with it. I just choose to go without it altogether, and that has been a much better experience compared to 4.8. Alright, storing the food and drinks and stuff that I got. Snacks. We got plenty of sustenance now, man. We'll be good. Probably stash the clothes and metals up in my office, and the rest of the stuff can go elsewhere. Alright. I like stashing my sort of more personal finds up here in the office, like medals, jackets, hats I like, random clothes, these kinds of pristine Wicklow rewards and all. And all this other stuff typically goes down in either the utility storage or up in the armory, which is another thing I like about the Ironclad, all the ways that I can organize where I put all my loot and stuff. And then I just put important things that I want to take ashore or take home or persist to the next patch in the loot crates, like the store all crates, and then bring those onto the station, dump them all out in my inventory, and then most of that stuff carries over, as long as it's not ammo, you know. Ammo, food, minerals, mining stuff, that all ends up getting wiped. Alright, ooh, yeah, it did the weird thing where it didn't pop us right up next to Levki, so this might happen when 4.9 goes live still. The thing to do in this case is to go back in your pilot seat and let the ship resync, and it'll actually put you at your normal dropout point by Levki, which you'll see. Like right now it says we're 150 kilometers away. When I get back in the pilot seat, that should drop to like 60. I'm just gonna go ahead and offload this stuff first. This is all just ammo, so to go in the ammo storage, which I always keep here, which, oh shoot, I just moved my own ammo over too. That can happen sometimes. Let me do that. And again, as we zip up, you should see it resync. Boom, there it is. So if I was to take off my Talon back there to head in, it would have appeared like my ship despawned, and it probably would have damaged the Talon. Now, I like to fly in towards the external freight elevators at Levki to do these drop-offs. I mean, you're in an armistice zone and all too, so it doesn't make much sense to utilize your small ship. So if you aim toward the bottom of the asteroid cluster here, kind of this area where I'm moving the velocity indicator, where you see this, if you just kind of fly down through there, when we look up, we should see the freight elevators. Make sure we're not going to hit anything. VTOL SEM hockey stop braking. Now look at that. That lined us up almost perfectly with the borehole and the freight elevators. Been doing this for a little while, if you can't tell. Shout out to Corps de Levant. Random player that I see coming in. Hope you're having fun out there. Oh, we got another active player over here and a Gladius coming down. Cheeky Nandos. What's up, dude? Hope you guys are having a good time. And I always line up with the outside, that way I'm not in the borehole, so that people who fly through there don't run right into me. Lesson learned from very early on in the Nix days. Somebody ran through and took a spindle right off of my hull C. They died, which was hilarious, but my hull C was damaged. Still getting used to my little parking job here by using that little window. It's just fun to see how the parking goes. not the greatest, not the greatest. I would like to be about here. There we go. Just got a little bit too far forward. Let's come back a bit. Just putting that nice exit door right where the command module would be, right by that platform, is just a lot of fun. Just gotta get used to the way the ship looks orientation-wise. If I can just remember my positioning to that barrier drone thing and the way it looks on the grid. Alright, let's go turn this in. Turn-in for these missions is always going to be at the Grand Barter area, where you would grab your ammo and all that jazz. It's been pretty common that it's over at this Kovalek spot. Sometimes it'll randomly change the pick up a drop off, but this is pretty consistently where you end this mission at. We'll bring this up, drag and drop our data card, just place it in there, and as long as it's highlighted yellow as well, like it is there, data drive, awesome. That should complete the mission, and we should get a blueprint. There it is, Harken refuel nozzle. And there's a mission that you can actually loop from here, which is Moraine Movements, which actually isn't showing up. Interesting. Hang on, let me check something. Wow, Rico's got her own picture now. Oh, ooh. Oh, they changed the look. Interesting. What do you guys think of this? What do you think of the layout instead of the list? Pretty cool. Okay, and it actually restarted my standing, apparently, because I was a senior technician as of yesterday, but they returned it back to these prestiges, so got some work to do. Because apparently, from what I hear, you're supposed to actually earn mining ships doing this. I think that'll pretty much do it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think of the new mission standing style that we have now. And if you guys are enjoying some more of these bit longer Let's Plays, just kind of enjoying the game, playing it. This is, again, 4.9, which should be coming out next week. I've got high hopes for it. We'll see if it can improve the experience over what we all felt with 4.8. We do not want a repeat of that. But I'll catch you guys out in the verse. Take care.